People get tattoos for all sorts of different reasons. Some people get them to express something. Some people get them to get through a tough time in their life. Others just get them for the fun of it. I'm Adam Clinton, and I'm sitting here with artist Kevin Nocerino. This is ReThink, Inc. Well, thanks for having me over, Kevin, and letting me ask you a couple questions.
Yeah, thanks. It's a pleasure.
At what age and how did you get started tattooing?
I was 21 when I started tattooing. I was about 20 when I started getting tattooed, and then I started like a pretty strong interest in the world of tattoos, like the culture. And then from there, I like put together like a portfolio of like drawings and paintings, and just went around looking for an apprenticeship. And then from there, like I found a guy to teach me. He was there through like my first handful of tattoos, and then I was kind of on my own, just tattooing friends and just trying to get going.
Are there any tattoos that you would never do on someone?
I wouldn't do anything that was that'd be like racist or strongly offensive to someone. But other than that, like I don't think, everything's kind of meaningful to the person that wants it, or it means something to them. And I'm not gonna like judge them. If I'm uncomfortable doing it, I won't do it. But just really offensive stuff, I would instantly turn away.
What are some of the tools or inks that you use while you're tattooing?
You start with there's the standard machines. They're like coil-driven or rotary machines. And then you have like the needles. There's all different types of needles. Like there are like pens and brushes, different sizes for different styles and different images. And then there's all the sterile equipment and all the like sanitation, and then the inks. Inks can vary from. There's so many different companies putting out pigments. It's all natural-based pigment. It works with the body. The body doesn't reject it, but it's also there's more colors that are more vibrant than others. Different companies like different recipes.
Since you've been painting long before you started tattooing, how would you say they compare with each other?
I actually started doing art a long time before I started tattooing. I think I've been drawing ever since I was little, and all through high school I started painting and being more serious about that. And I think it's influenced my tattoo career, but I also think like it's very different. A fine art is like almost completely opposite as a tattoo, where a tattoo has to be planned out before you approach it. It has to be very like sought out, and you put the stencil on and it's all got to be perfect, crisp, and clean. But a painting is more of like a layering, building process. But I think they do help. They help hand in hand. I really enjoy painting. I think it's definitely a good outlet. It's tattooing so much for me is more like almost like commercial art. I'm doing it for a client like me, and working directly with someone else. When fine art is more of just like cathartic work. It's more an outlet.
What is your favorite style or subject to do?
I kind of vary in what I like to tattoo, I think I go through phases. Right now I've been really into more illustrated, like stylized work. Bright colors, like bold lines, different, different color variations, very vibrant stuff. It kind of varies though. I'm pretty rooted though in Japanese tattoos. I think it's been an overall interest for me, the Japanese style tattooing. So I think everything kind of branches off from that.
What would you say the main differences are between working in a studio like you're doing now and working in a shop like you were doing previously?
A shop definitely is a little more lively. There's a lot more going on. There's a lot more interaction with artists and stuff. The private studio can kind of just get kind of lonely in there. Just you and the client. I get kind of I think stir crazy, like not working in an environment with other artists, kind of, everyone doing it. But there's also like in a shop, there's so much going on, it's like you're kind of always having a good time.
So since you've been tattooing, how has the culture changed over the years?
I'm still pretty young in the world. I've only been tattooing about 7 years, but I've definitely seen some changes, like with the reality TV shows. I think it's definitely more accepted. It's definitely more open to people are more open to it. It's it's everywhere now. You see tattoos everywhere, versus back in the day, like it was definitely like sailors and tough guys and things like that. But I've seen a little bit of that, but I know it's grown a lot, in the past 10 to even 20 years. Like it's definitely changed.
Well, Kevin, thanks for having me over. Let me ask you some questions.
Yeah, thanks for the interest in my work.
I'm Adam Clinton, and this has been ReThink Inc. See you later, guys. While I wait for that airplane.
You gotta wait for the airplane? Why not set?
Hold for plane. Well, thanks for having me over, Kevin. I'll let you pop this one.
Can you actually see them shaking hands?
Yeah, if they do it a little awkwardly high.
People get tattoos for all sorts of different reasons. Some people get them for... I forgot the reason.
Action.
Well, thanks for having me over, Kevin, and letting me ask you a...
I'm sorry, that's weird, dude. Like this?
Who are some of your main influences, and how do you like them? How did I phrase that before?
I don't know.
Oh, farts!
Dude, that was loud. Tattooing is very refined and it's got to be perfect.
Okay, shut up.